This week on Spoke TV, smokers under 25 have an opportunity to quit. The OHIP Plus program is offering free services to stop smoking.
I think it's interesting for kids that are just starting smoking.
And the city of Kitchener has sidewalks covered in snow as there has been delays in snow removal. Plus, Conestoga College hosted their annual talent show at the venue. Find out who grabbed the grand prize.
We just always want to give students a platform to display their talents because you don't always get that a lot, especially in college.
All that and more on this week's episode of Spoke TV.
Hello and welcome to Spoke TV, Conestoga College's weekly news show produced by second-year journalism students. I'm Cassetta Black.
And I'm Jason Asa. Ontario has launched a new initiative geared toward helping youth quit smoking through counseling and medical services.
I'll be offering people 18 to 24 assistance to quit smoking. The Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care recently announced that they would be providing youth with free counseling and medication through OHIP. Services and medications covered through OHIP include support services and counseling by a pharmacist for up to 1 year, as well as prescription medications such as Zyban and Champix. According to newsontario.ca, more and more people are quitting smoking, but youth who smoke become regular smokers by 18. Despite progress in reducing the use of tobacco products, nearly 13,000 people in Ontario die each year as a result of smoking. About 70% of smokers say they want to quit, but only 6% actually do. Local resident Matthew Grant says for someone like him who smokes regularly, it's a lost cause, though the program may be more helpful to others.
I think it's interesting for kids that are just starting smoking. I think that would be something they want to look into.
In efforts to create fair opportunities and aid in the decline of smoking-related illnesses, OHIP will offer young people access to over 4,000 drug products covered under the Ontario Drug Benefit Program. For women like Abiba Kasai, a smoker of more than 30 years now, this is something she wished had been in place when it could have helped her.
Where I work, I see many seniors that they were smokers. They were in oxygen, and I all the time think I'm gonna end up like them, and I wish I can't quit.
Shoppers Drug Mart is one of many pharmacies offering smoke cessation counseling as well as other support services. For Spoke TV, I'm Nadia Elawad.
Residents of Ontario will be able to legally purchase cannabis from the LCBO in July 2018. July 28th, the federal government will be legalizing cannabis to be sold at LCBO locations throughout Ontario. Marijuana will not be sold legally by any other distributor. The LCBO will follow strict guidelines, such as not selling alcohol and cannabis at the same location. There will be 40 standalone locations and 80 more will follow by next summer.
Kitchener residents are experiencing trouble with uncleared sidewalks this winter. The City of Kitchener has found through a study of 12 Kitchener streets last winter that people are not always clearing the streets and sidewalks for the people walking. City of Kitchener residents could face fines for unclear sidewalks. The study has also found that residents walking as little as 50 meters had a 50% chance of encountering an uncleared patch of sidewalk. With the uncleared sidewalks, it makes it difficult for residents with mobility issues to get through the winter months. It also is a growing concern because of the number of aging of seniors who are unable to clean their own sidewalks. With the growing concern, the city is considering clearing all 1,200 kilometers of city sidewalks.
About 500,000 cars across Canada are having technical difficulties with airbags. Major leading automobile companies have been facing troubles with their vehicles not deploying the airbags. It's a technical difficulty in many Honda, Toyota, and Lexus vehicles. More than 4,000 vehicles across Canada and 500,000 vehicles worldwide are facing the same problem. Companies have requested buyers to bring back the vehicles to fix the problem with no cost to the customers.
Conestoga hosted a doubleheader called February Freeze on February 3rd at the school against conference rivals. Spoke TV's Christian Apostolski was at the event.
A snowy Saturday brought the start of a thrilling doubleheader at Conestoga College, featuring the men's and women's volleyball and basketball teams. Starting off the day with the women's volleyball team as they took on Boreal College. Conestoga won the first game of the day in 3 sets. Coach Hai-Chi Liu is happy with the work his team is putting in.
But I'm really confident in the hard work that our athletes have put in. And so that makes me even more confident about when we face teams like Boreal.
The second game of the day had Conestoga facing Boreal College again in men's volleyball. This game proved to be a lot closer with a very exciting and close first and third set. Conestoga managed to take the win 3-0 with some very exciting moments. The women took to the court in basketball facing St. Clair College. Conestoga fought hard through the game but came up short against St. Clair 78-50. The finale brought the most energy and excitement. Conestoga's men's team taking on St. Clair's. The game came right down to the buzzer with some last-minute shots to seal the game. Unfortunately, Conestoga came up short 72-71. Conestoga coach Matthew Buckley was pleased with his team's energy.
I thought it was back and forth, up and down. That's kind of the tempo we want to play. The guys brought a great intensity. Our bench was excited, and I think that really helped us, stay in it and almost win it at the end.
Conestoga College hosted a doubleheader over the weekend, facing conference rivals Boreal College in volleyball and St. Clair College in basketball, resulting in some very exciting games. For Spoke TV, I'm Krishna Postlevsky.
And now, for an inside analysis, Cassetta talks to Spoke Insider Matthew DeVen Johnson about the growing eSports industry and gaming as a whole.
Thanks, Jason. Video games have been a part of Western media culture ever since Pong first came out in the early 1970s. Since then, gaming has grown to be one of the most lucrative entertainment mediums in the world. Since the early 2000s, professional esports have been growing in popularity. Today, we have Matthew DeVet Johnson here on our show to show us more about what's going on in this industry. Thanks for coming on our show today, Matthew.
Happy to be here.
Why do you think video games have become so popular?
I think it's part of an evolution of entertainment. The way that things have kind of gone in entertainment media has been books to radio to television shows and now to video games. And each level that you go through that becomes more immersive for the viewer. Books start off, you read it, you use your own imagination to come up with what's going on. Radio, it brings in your sense of hearing. It lets you hear what the people sound like, what's happening. Then on TV, you can actually see what it is that the artist or the director is trying to show you. And then with video games, it becomes interactive. It's not you watching someone on a screen playing out a story. You are part of the story. You're controlling what's happening. You decide who lives and who dies, who does what in the story. And that's what I think is what makes games so much more enjoyable than, or what is helping them take over compared to other entertainment media.
So you're getting immersed in this world, and that in itself is very exciting.
Yes, it's what allows you to get involved in a story, make the story your own. It's not you're just watching John Smith go out and save the world. You are John Smith going out to save the world.
That is really exciting. Okay, what impact is the gaming industry having on the wider world? How is it shifting our culture?
I think it's helping people to connect. First of all, connect, because online gaming especially allows people from all over the world to come together to do stuff, whether it be to compete against each other or to work together cooperatively to try and solve problems in the virtual worlds that they're a part of. So it's helping people come together and learn about one another, and it's also helping people to express themselves through the various video games. People start to come out of their shells. They start to meet people, form communities, form bonds that very well may last them a lifetime. And in regards to other media, video games are starting to bleed out into other stuff, into movies and TV shows, books. There are games that have started off that have bled out entire entertainment empires from books and TV shows and movies. They're acting as inspiration in and of themselves outside of the gaming industry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what is it about esports that attracts people so much?
I think it's the idea that compared to, when you look at regular sports like soccer, football, whatever, you can look at that and most people can say, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to get to that level because you need to be in extreme physical shape in order to do that. Mm-hmm. Whereas when you look at esports, people can look at that and it's like, that's hard, but I think I could do that. It's a bit more enticing because it's like, I can get that game, I can play that game, and I may not be as good as the pros, but I can do the same things that they are doing. It lets you get closer to the people that you're watching because you can have a better experience of what they're going through when they're playing the game. You play, like if you're watching a Call of Duty tournament and you play Call of Duty, you know how frustrating something, certain events might be. You know have a better connection emotionally to what they're feeling when they're playing the game and winning and losing and dying and killing other people.
So in a sense, the eSports is actually connecting people.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't matter what level you're at, doesn't matter
Yeah, it doesn't
where
matter.
you
It doesn't matter
are.
what level of skill you're at, but if you play a game and you love a game, it helps you feel closer to the people who are doing it, well, for a living. And that's kind of an aspiration that I think most gamers have, is they would love to be able to play video games for a living. And so they can look at these people and say, this is what I want to aim for. This is the height I want to get to.
All right, that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much, Matthew, for coming in and speaking to us on Spoke. Back to you, Jason.
This week, in our sports roundup, we'll start with college football. The National Signing Day was February 7th. Every member of the class of 2018 made their decision on where they chose to go play football at their respective school. Five-star cornerback Patrick Surtain Jr. signed with Alabama, Shocking, and Louisiana State University. Tyson Campbell later committed to Georgia. Offensive tackle Nicholas Piet-Fier is one of the remaining top offensive linemen left to commit to Ohio State and then left Michigan and Florida surprised with the result. By the end of the day, Georgia held the #1 spot in the class ranking by signing another 5-star player and 2 more 4-star players to their roster with a total of 26 signees. But right behind them was Ohio State with 21 4-star players and only 1 5-star recruit in the class. And in local sports, in the OHL, the Kitchener Rangers will face the Sarnia Sting on February 9th at the Auditorium. The Sting are sitting at 2nd place in the Western Conference, and right behind them is the Rangers, looking to clinch a playoff spot. Should be a close game.
A wide range of talent was displayed at Conestoga College earlier this week. Spoke TV's Mike Strome has more for us.
On February 7th, Conestoga Students Inc. held their biannual talent show, Conestoga's Got Talent, at the campus bar, The Venue. Students were able to get a chance to perform in front of a panel of judges and their peers. Students competed for a $100 first prize, and while this semester's group was ripe with talent, there could only be one winner.
The winner of the $100 prize was Angel. How many voices? Everyone did so well tonight.
I'm so happy, and I did not expect this.
Due to her busy school schedule, Angel squeezes in rehearsal time anywhere she can.
Sometimes, while waiting the bus, I practice.
The talent show gives students a platform to show off what they really can do in front of other Conestoga students.
We just always want to give students a platform to display their talents, because you don't always get that a lot, especially in college, right? It's like everyone just kind of has all these things that they're good at, but they don't get to show anybody.
Sawyers says that CSI has plenty more events planned for 2018.
We have a lip sync battle coming up later on in February. So that's a little bit, if you're not into the whole, if you don't have a specific talent, you could take someone else's talent and lip sync their songs, so yeah.
Other CSI events include live music. This includes Eric Bolton's band, Shy Harry.
So my band will be back here on April 5th. Thursday, April 5th, yeah.
At the Venue for Spoke TV, I'm Mike Strome.
So, Cassette, what do you think of the talent show?
I think it's great. I can't believe how many talented people here at the school. Maybe Conestoga College should consider getting in a music program.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching. I'm Jason Asa.
And I'm Cassetta Black.
For more news and information, check us out at spoketv.ca or follow us on Twitter.